There's years and years of breeding gone in for my father over the years, and it'd be such a pity to just let it go to waste. And it just gives prestige about it, and that's what I find interesting. And there's no such thing as a perfect cow. A cow can always be improved, and that's what gets me. That's what keeps me motivated to get a better cow. The perfect cow doesn't exist, but I'm going to give it a good go. My name is Colin Boland. I'm dairy farming here in just outside Holstein, Westmeath. This is very much so the Midlands, dead centre between Athlone and Tullamore, and we're milking 160 pedigree Holstein Friesian cows on a 62-hectare grazing platform. It's all high, free draining land, and it's great because we can keep the cows out early and late in the year. We calve from September till last week of November, and then we start then mid-January and finished last week of April. I was always interested in cows when I was young, but I never knew much about in terms of breeding. When I was 16, I started working for Tom and Hazel Dixon, the Corner Ski herd, and Tom really got me interested in breeding because he showed me how to critique a cow properly, and how to, first of all, pick out the cow's faults, and then to pick a bull to correct them faults, and then 9 months later, seeing does it come into fruition. That's where it all started, and that's when I came home then and kind of started picking bulls myself, and really the interest kind of grew from there. Then when I was picking a college to go to, I decided to go for Gurteen because it was a pedigree herd.
So it's very encouraging to come across enthusiastic young farmers like Colin Boland and indeed his family. The IHFA visited the Gurteen Agricultural College, and most years we go and visited the ag colleges and just talk to the students there. And I recall being on the college farm 2 to 3 years ago, where we did a very good session with the students inside in the lecture hall and then brought them out to a farm afterwards. And there was one student who kept asking very intelligent and bright questions, and that student turned out to be Colin Boland. So it was very satisfying and encouraging to see then that when he finished his college and came home to farm and farm full-time with his parents and his family, that one of the first jobs he did was to register a pedigree herd and to avail of the grade-up service. So it's lovely to see it coming full circle.
We started making in 1960, my father by hand, and I remember they bringing in the MIG turns and the 35 into snow cream. It's in its 4th generation now today. My grandmother, father, myself, and the youngest son Colin today.
As long as I remember, my father's put big effort into picking bulls over the years and maintaining good udder and good conformation in the cow and good feet and legs. And our herd was predominantly pedigree, we were just pedigree and registered.
Yeah, we always bred good bulls from trying to breed the top bulls, and then we were always very interested in keeping plenty of making them, and we often bought cows. We'd try to buy better ones in our own and try to keep the herd getting better and improving it all the time like that.
We started milk herd in 2013 with the hopes of going pedigree, and just with expansion over the years, everything, we never got around to it. And when I came home, I said it's now or never, so I just bit the bullet and went for it. And that's where we are today, and I'm delighted we did.
Yeah, Colin always had a good interest in the cows, and especially in the breeding. He was always eager to help and milk. And it's nice to see him coming along today, continue on the farm, and where we have it taken. We've a lot of work done with it over the years, and it's nice to see someone to take it over and it progressing and getting better, to have better ideas now than we had, and he's very good into breeding and working with the cows.
The breeding aspect, that's the part I look forward to. I always look forward to January when all the catalogues come from each CI station, searching through it and deciding which bull you're going to pick, and then after that deciding what cow you're going to put on to improve a certain aspect of that cow. And then when you see it come into fruition, when the calf is born and when she comes into the herd and she does as good as her mother, if not better, that's the kick out of it, and you're your own boss, and there's no one who can tell you what to do. Only you can hear everyone else's opinion, but you make your own decision, and that's what we're doing here, and it seems to be working so far. The type of cow we're breeding is a strong, medium-sized cow with good chest width and good feet underneath her. Our furthest paddock is 1 kilometre away, so we need a cow that's going to walk and it's going to work. Especially with the way the summers are changing. We suffered 3 droughts in the last 5 years, and we kind of need a cow that's going to respond to feed and not just put on condition. And Holstein Friesian is one of the only breeds that's going to do that, give that to you. But one of the main reasons with pedigree is just that there's proof behind all our heifers and all our young stock that, and maybe next year, the year after, we hope to be able to sell fresh calved heifers. There's years of generation behind them, years of proof. The proof is in the pudding, like it's in the cert. This is Janelle here. She's one of our homebred families. She classified excellent 91 there 2 days ago, and she's on her 10th lactation, and that's what we're kind of looking to breed, a medium-sized strong cow that's going to last for many lactations, because with climate change and everything, it means less replacements needed if you have a good mature herd like her, and it's what we're looking, it's what we're chasing. Like if you can see, her udder's still over the hock, she's still in great condition. She'd pass for maybe a 5th lactation cow, and she's back calf to 11 calves, so that's what we're chasing. And that bit light with her too, because she's a homebred family and that's working, and she's a daughter here, excellent 90 as well. And yeah, this is Jazz. She's probably our most profitable cow. She's on her 4th lactation. She's scheduled to 4.6 boar fat and 3.89 protein at nearly 10,000 litres, so we're just delighted with her. And she classified X91, which adds a bit of prestige to her too. So hopefully she stays going that way, and hopefully get a few daughters over in years to come and expand the family. This is Princess. It's her prefix name. It's actually what she is. She's in her 3rd lactation. She classified X90, and you just cannot fault her at all. She's basically a dream cow. Like we have a daughter in her 1st lactation over too, and she's every potential that she has. So we're just delighted with her. As you can see, her legs and feet, her udder is just perfect. Her slope to the rump, and she walks around like she owns the place. By joining IHFA, it's helped greatly. It kind of gives us more pride in breeding stock, because they're purebred animals now, and obviously we also look forward to classification. Classification is independent confirmation scoring of the cow. 2 days ago was our first classification. We did all the spring calvers, which was 106 cows. We got 8 excellents, 46 VGs and 52 GPs. We had no cows scored under 80, which we're absolutely delighted with. That just gives me and my father peace of mind that we are breeding good functional young animals that are going to go and last long in the herd and have a mature herd. I suppose if you want a profitable herd, you have to have a mature herd, and that's what we're trying to aim for here. We're at the stage now, we're kind of finished expansion. We have 160 cows, and that's our number. So we're kind of just breed from the best cows we have, and then slowly build up, and hopefully that'll improve production that way. And last year the cows produced 8,200 litres at 4.03 butter fat and 3.4 protein, which is just over 600 kilos of mixed solids, which is great, but my goal is to go higher again. If my best cow can give 800 kilos of mixed solids in one lactation, why can't my herd average at least over 700? So that's the goal for the years to come. And yeah, we decided this year to invest in a slurry tanker with a dribble bar. So now all our slurry is 100% low emission spread, which saves the environment an awful lot. It was coming down the lane, so we decided might as well do it now as opposed to 5 years' time. Yeah, we also invested this year in a variable speed vacuum pump for the dairy, which cuts electricity costs in half or even less, which is obviously helping the environment and saves our pocket too for paying for electricity. We do a lot of reseeding here. We reseed 10% of our paddocks every year. We always go for a good bit of clover, at least a kilo or even 2 kilos in per bag to keep nitrogen levels down, which is obviously better for the environment. We're after winning 2 Cell Check awards there both this year and last year, and they're a very problem-free cow, and us receiving that award just proves that. My next ambition for the herd is to receive a Diamond Award. It's the next step up in the ladder, I think, and hopefully we've one cow very close to it, the Dora there herself, and she classified X90 this year, so she's only one more thing to do, and that's give 3 tonne of protein, which is she's not too far away, thank God. Hopefully she'll do it for us. My name is Colin Boland, and I'm a member of the Irish Holstein Friesian Association.